Even in India, December mornings are often chilly, but that doesn't stop the early morning rituals that take place every day in the ancient city of Varanasi. For us, that ritual is watching the sun rise over the Ganges from a boat, and joining our pilgrimage is hundreds of other sleepyheads in the tourist row.
There's a halo's forming.
Indians are early risers, and everyone seems to wake up even earlier in Varanasi. Long before the sunrise, people are already starting their daily routine. It's the day after Christmas. Looking at the moon, it's tempting to imagine what the people at home are doing. One thing is for sure, they are not in the city of light. For locals, the morning ritual is decidedly different from tourists. A dip in the Ganges is said to cleanse the soul, while every travel book warns against swimming in the river, one of the most polluted in the world. For Indians, we foreigners must look like wimps, too frail to drink the local water and too afraid to swim in the holy river. Aside from swimming, various Hindu rituals are performed and songs are sung. It is simply an ethereal experience. Doing the laundry in the river is another common sight. For us, however, we just can't overcome the psychological barrier of doing laundry just downstream from raw sewage dumps and human cremations. Our undies will go unwashed in Varanasi.
Small burning ghats. Chimney.
Harish Chandra is one of the 2 burning ghats at Varanasi where daily cremations take place. It's also where our boat turns around and heads for the other burning ghat down the river. In the thick mist, the orange sky has joined with the golden water as a formless mass. It's hard to see where one ends and where the other begins.
The sun is coming out. Sun. See? There, sun there.
And suddenly, as if the yolk has popped out of the egg, the deeply red sun is there on the horizon. It looks dim and ancient, yet slowly but surely it begins to pierce the cold air. While taking a photo, a swimmer came close to our boat, splashing water everywhere. Instinctively, I leaned back. Seeing my reaction, our boatman said, "It's okay, holy water." To which I could only reply, "Oh, I'm just protecting the camera." The Ganges is probably one of the truest tests of faith versus science. What do you mean?
I was expecting more of a golden sunrise coming over it. Hi, we're on our boat ride. The sun just came up, and I'm trying to find the words to describe it. I'm slightly disturbed and...
Disturbed by the sun?
No, I'm slightly disturbed and but it's a beautiful place, but the pollution's overwhelming. It's gotten to me. The holy river is disgusting. The sun is red because of the air pollution. And a fish was just swimming with a bottle, and that's just wrong. But beyond all that, it's a beautiful day for a boat ride.
It was unsettling when I first learned that public cremations took place in Varanasi, and I still remember the first time I watched one on my first trip to India. I have to say, imagination was quite different from reality. I thought it would be a gruesome and unpleasant sight, but when I watched the cremation take place, it was actually strangely peaceful. And who never told you that it smelled like barbecue? They had no idea what they were talking about. It's surprisingly odor-free. Our boatman is taking us to the main burning ghat, Manikarnika. Hundreds of bodies are burned there every day, and unlike Harish Chandra, where an electric crematorium has been built, at Manikarnika everything is still done the traditional way. Lots of sandalwood and doms, or the untouchables, working around the clock, burning bodies, pushing the ashes into the river, then trying to dredge up any gold that may have survived the fire from the ashes. A job that truly makes you hold on dearly to your 9-to-5 office work. As we pull up to the main burning ghat, it's hard to look away. My curiosity wants to zoom all the way in, but it feels wrong, and I pull back. As bizarre as public cremations are, it feels like a gift from the family of the dead, sharing its most private moment with you, a moment that you will never forget.
Yeah, they are. That's what they call them. They're the tourist boats.
The sun rises higher, and finally it feels warm. Another day has begun in one of the oldest cities in the world, but the eternal flame keeps burning. Sure, pollution is heavy here, but so is tradition and culture. We know travelers who have come to Varanasi and ended up spending many weeks or even months here. Yet, after all those days in the city of light, by the river of life and death, there is always something to entrance you, something to surprise you.
I always catch you at the worst moment.
I know.
Surprise!
A tiny big yawn. Hi. We just got back from the river cruise. I mean, boat ride.
Same thing.
And the sun came up, and all the tourists are still out doing it now. Kind of like the must thing to do in Varanasi.
All too quickly, our time in Varanasi and indeed of northern India is coming to an end, as tonight we will board a 3-day train all the way to the south. What is South India like? Find out in our next episode.